Hello, this is Angelia with today's wisdom. Today's wisdom comes from Daily Ohm, Words of Wisdom, Affirmations. And a lot of people do affirmations, and there are so many different kinds of affirmations that you can do. And ones you just keep posted around here and there, or ones you say in the mirror. So there's a lot of affirmations. So let's look at this a little bit. The words we speak and think hold great sway over the kind of life that we create for ourselves. And they do. Notice that more positive people have more positive outcomes. More negative people have more negative outcomes. So it's important to treat yourself well as well. Many people live their lives plagued by negative thoughts and never even realize this. And I know people like that. They're just constantly on the negative. And at some point you're just like, oh my gosh. Because I'm not a super negative person. I can have a mood or a temper, but mostly I'm a positive person. So too much negativity starts to get on my nerves a little bit, because it's like you don't have that bad, and I can sit there and cite 20 things I could think about you that you're pretty well blessed. So they tell themselves and others that they are doomed to fail. I've heard people say, oh, nothing I ever do works out. Well, you just said that, so, not good enough. And I know a lot of people, especially women, who, don't have a lot of the self-esteem that they should have, because of somebody would say mean things to them. Women are pretty mean to each other, really. And the truth is, if you can do it, you're good enough. Or not worthy of love. And everyone is worthy of love. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. That means everybody is worthy of love. Yet they are amazed when their reality starts reflecting these words, because you believe what you tell yourself. Think about what other people say about you, and you internalize that and believe it. What you say about yourself, you also internalize. It is also a reflection of what you believe. But you keep hearing that. You're telling that to yourself, and you internalize it. Just as the subconscious mind accepts as truth the critical statements that we tell ourselves, however, it is also equipped to instantly accept the veracity of our affirmations. So you can get in a habit of talking nicer to yourself. And if you say something mean to yourself, I used to tell my coaching clients, okay, turn around, say 3 nice things about yourself, because you gotta undo what you did, and it's harder to undo. Affirmations are statements chosen and spoken consciously. There has to be some feeling, consciousness behind it. You just can't say the words and then they don't mean anything to you. Once they enter our realm of consciousness, they also enter our subconscious mind, where they have the power to change our lives. Because we're not always thinking all the time about ourselves and what we're doing and how we think and feel. We're busy living life. But if you're telling yourself this, it can get into your subconscious, and you can start to feel that and live that. The affirmations you create should be specific to you. Not too long, because then you're going to be like blah, 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 blah. Worded positively. Formed in complete sentences and spoken in the present tense, as if what you are affirming is already true. Like I said, it needs to be something personal to you, that means something to you. Oh my goodness, I think it's about allergy day. Otherwise, it's just kind of random to you. It needs to be something specific. It is a good idea to repeat your affirmations daily. Like I said, a lot of people, they like to look in the mirror and say this stuff to themselves. Or, like I said, they have people post it. I got a little bulletin board over there, and I post little stuff on there, because I'll start being like, oh, okay. And then I'll look over and be like, all right. Because, sometimes even I get impatient with folks. You may want to tell yourself that you deserve to be happy, or that you are in control of your destiny. And everyone deserves to be happy, unless you're miserable and you're making other people miserable, and then you need, to get your stuff together. And you probably, won't, how do you put this? Won't be so unliked if you're not making other people miserable. So, that's a way of putting that there. And you are in control of your destiny. Only you are in control of your destiny. Keep that in mind. You can pray, you can ask God, and what God wants is going to happen. But you're also in control of your destiny. If you don't take the steps necessary to achieve your goal, then God's going to feel like you're lazy. He's not going to drop it in your lap. You need to do what you need to do to get where you need to go. Or you may want to focus on a particular goal, such as attracting new friends. And I knew a woman, and she was out meeting new friends. She said, my husband died. He was my life. I really didn't have any friends since, I've been in college. But now he's gone, and I want to make new friends. So she went and did things she was interested in. She looked in the paper. That's how long ago, we had a paper. Saw what was going on, And so she was taking classes and going to, these little events here and there and meeting people so that, she could have a circle. Oh my goodness. Rather than telling yourself you want to be well liked, say, I am well liked. Your subconscious mind will pick up on these positive messages, and you will begin to live your life as if what you are affirming already has happened. Soon, your reality will begin to reflect your affirmations. Because usually, it's us who hold ourselves back. Usually, we're in our own head too far, and we're worried about what other people are thinking about us. And we're like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. And really, if you would drop those walls and just be yourself, and, people would like you more. Because people can tell, well, it's like, well, why are they? Because they're worried about their stuff too. They're in their head and like, oh, well, now she's not talking. Maybe I said too much. Or maybe she didn't like what I had to say. So, get out of your head. If you find that you are thwarting yourself by negative thinking, try repeating your affirmations several times a day. And I know people who do that all the time. They're just so negative, and everything, no matter what you tell them, you can tell them the best news in the entire world, and then, oh, well, what about this? This is why this is, and, so what? This ain't, gosh. That's why you're miserable, and you make other people miserable. Sorry. Write your affirmations down and say them aloud or in your mind. Some people need to see it. Some people can do it in their mind. It just depends on what you do. Allow your conviction to grow stronger each time and say your affirmations. And your negativity will be overridden by your motivation and positive thoughts. But you gotta allow it. You can't dwell on your negativity, or that's where you're gonna be. Affirmations are a powerful tool for creating our desired reality. We consciously and subconsciously invite opportunity into our lives when we say affirmations. Now, is your life going to be perfect? No, nobody's life is perfect. I hate when other people, well, you were, whatever. My life is so not perfect. But I'm a positive person. I have a happy attitude about it. And, it is what it is. I can sit around and be like, well, we don't have this, we don't have that, we don't have no money for this. Oh, whatever. Got a roof over my head, clothes to wear, I got some stuff, I got some food to eat. My life is pretty good. I'm not out homeless on the streets, strung out on drugs, or having to sell myself for money. Life is pretty good. Trust in the power of your affirmations, and you will very quickly create what you have already stated to be true. So, you got to get into your own head sometimes, because what's in there is not always good and not always positive. So, if you feel like you need to give yourself some words of wisdom, you can try some affirmations. Think about it. Please like and share this wisdom so we can spread it around the world. If you want to help me out, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to help me out even more, go to my Patreon page and become a patron. Thanks for watching. That's all for now. Until next time.